reject satanic technology!
We reject!
And even more so, do you reject Satan's deception? That thing they call electric current. The curse they slip the enemy gave to the fools, so that they would fancy themselves above reproach, above God, and more powerful than Him.
We reject!
Amen, my children! For the electric current is Satan's temptation and his poison. Only those who reject electricity will be allowed into the kingdom of God. Only those who remain unsullied by its corruption will be let through by the darkness.
guys won't shoot, or this place is going bye-bye. And Katya, you don't have to worry about her anymore, understood?
Deceiving Katya. You must pray to the Lord for forgiveness. But for murdering my children, the children of God, you will burn in hell until the end of days. Sound the alarm! Heretics! Charge them!
The dumbass! Damn, I've been hit! Aurora, full steam ahead! You got me! Artyom, get away! I'll take it from here! Artyom, jump!
We left Volga behind. The endless expanses of Russia stretched before us now. Regretfully, Duke was not destined to see them. Was his death a fault of mine? Was everything that happened on the bridge? It could be. It's a cruel world that we live in, and it's not our responsibility to fix it. We only wanted to pass through, and it was not my fault they screamed for blood. Their zealousness reminded me of the metro, where people are indoctrinated into a lie, that the world is dead and there's nowhere to go.
Artyom. Artyom. Wake up, dear.
Is he up yet? Artyom, the Colonel wants you on the breach. See you later.
Come on, wake up. I'm so sorry about Duke. He was just a boy, really. He kept asking me for advice on how to become more attractive to a girl he knew, what to say to her. He couldn't wait to come back to her, proudly wearing scars and medals. Stay here for a bit, Artyom. This is great. I wish I could stay like this forever. Artyom, when you climbed those ruins back in Moscow, with your radio, did you imagine our life on the surface at all? A home, for one. A place where we could live. A log cabin on the outskirts of a forest. Or how about a bungalow on an ocean shore? Oh, you know, there's something great in simply going anywhere like this, together, through the abandoned stations, the ruins, the wasteland, especially in our own private compartment. Thinking back, isn't this our honeymoon trip? It certainly feels like one, even though it's a bit late. We've only had some honeymoon sorties at best so far. Alyosha keeps telling everyone Duke could have jumped off the bridge in time. The others are also holding well, but I just unraveled. Of course, I had friends die before. He wasn't looking for death, Duke. He did volunteer for the most dangerous missions, but didn't expect to die. He was looking up to Stepan. Dad, you, especially you. And he didn't die for nothing, did he? He wanted us to get there, to Yamantau. He wanted us to tell them about Moscow, how we survived there and still haven't given up, how we've been hiding it for so long. But when I think of it being you, and not even knowing for sure, I'd never be able to live through it. So, you think I should just let it all out? I don't think that would make me feel better. I've been thinking, back home, we buried our friends at home, and avenged them at home. That home and life there sucked. We were kept there with chains. No, even worse, with lies. And now we are looking for a new home. But here, it's someone else's home, and we are not invited. Right. I've got to get myself under control. Go. Dad wanted to see you.
Well, guys, the Duke's...
Artyom, the colonel's waiting for you on the bridge.
Look, stop with these funeral moves. Look we are talking about. We will call how we came back from the robbery. Same thing here.
Come here, Artyom. Listen. I had a talk with the Ark. All thanks to Tokarev. He got the decoder working. Ark, come in. Come in, Ark. Over.
This is Ark. Identify yourself. Over.
This is Colonel Sviatoslav Myelnikov speaking. I'm in command of a special operations force. We have received your signal and are currently heading your way. Do you copy? Over.
Yes. Hear you loud and clear.
Who am I talking to? How do I address you?
Deputy Chief of Communications Department, Major Ivanov. A moment.
Oh, yes, Major. I understand that the checkup is in order.
Great, Colonel. Melnikov? Simply capable. I am sorry for the lack of trust, but as you know, the situation is dire and the enemy is always ready to strike.
I do understand, Major, and I hope that you can tell the leadership that my people are true to their duty and will be at their full disposal as soon as we arrive. Over.
Thank you for the great news. How large is your force, Colonel?
I have a squad of the best operatives the special forces have to offer.
A squad? I see. Well, this is great. Great!
Yes, we aren't a large force, but we bring a message of extreme importance. We are heading towards you from Sector K6 Alpha. Do you have any data on enemy forces we might encounter on the way? Over.
In just a moment, I have to check. K6. Alpha, you say? As far as I can see, there have been no enemy encounters reported in the area, Colonel. I regret. I must end our conversation here, but know that we are waiting for your arrival. I am making my report immediately, and I am sure the Minister of Defense will be eager to see you.
This is a great honor. Thank you. Just a few words more, though. What is the general situation there, Major? Please.
Colonel, sir, you do understand this is classified information. You understand, we are doing fine. Do not worry. Well, see you in the Ark. Over and out.
I serve the people. Over and out. So, do you get this now, you doubting Thomas? I'm so excited my hands are still shaking. Oh, the minister himself. This is incredible. By the way, Artyom, you should take a look at the map.
As you can see, we are heading almost straight for the Yamantau complex. Katya and Crest tell me that the line there is in decent condition. Surprising, really, taking into account the number of priority targets there. So we can hope for smooth sailing from here, and right to the very destination. Yes. These soft-bellied attitudes must stop. The ends do justify the means.
Well, yeah, that time he pulled a fast one on us. We had the drinks ready. Sam said everything. was a good speech, too. Thanks.
Well, that is true. Don't be shy.
Artyom, come on in, have a seat. Stepan's putting on a live performance here.
Here's one of my favorites.
Thank you, Stepan.
I'm sorry to ask, Katya, but Nastya's father, he's dead, isn't he? Does Nastya know?
He is. I tried keeping it a secret. Told her he left for the market.
So, what was it? The Colonel is always right, and we're just filling our heads with dumb ideas. It's like living in a fairy tale. I talked to Katya. They had a tough life, and that Salantias really kept them in his grip. A prince has rescued his princess from a monster-infested dungeon and is taking her to his magic kingdom where they are going to live happily ever after. Do you think we're going to find that kingdom in the end? Though, if it's with you, I'll be fine anywhere. Live happily ever after is the most important part as far as I'm concerned. Do you think that when we come back to Metro, they will believe us? They, who live there, bury their folks there, feed their children with rat meat. I agree with Father when he says it was the only way to preserve civilization. But what do you think they will find easier to believe? That they'd be able to get out to the surface and live there like they once did? Or that they'd spent 20 years underground for nothing, just because secrecy demanded they stay there? Just because they didn't have the fucking security clearance? I simply don't know, Artyom. I only know that even if we ever go back there, and it's a big if, I'm definitely not staying. My home is here, somewhere, on the surface. I just don't know where yet. And thank you, Artyom. No matter what Dad says, thank you for leading us outside. I'm sorry. All right, I'll stop going on. Leaving already? Well, go get them, Tiger.
Ah, hi, Artyom. See my new place? Fit for a king, I must say. What do you think of this workbench, eh? Everything is within reach, yet there's so much space left. Most of the stuff you and the guys found outside and gave to me went into making this workshop happen. So thank you. We'll have to keep pitching in like this too. Looks like we're facing a long journey, and useful things like ammo or equipment don't grow on trees. Plus, the further from Moscow we get, the harder they'll probably be to get. So don't forget to collect all the materials you find to keep us going. There's so many things to do. I haven't decided where I'm going to work on the suits, but I'll have to, and soon.
A smoke break. That's good. Oh, this is one mean smoke. Damn, this is rough. Well, nothing we couldn't take. Well, you're the right kind of guys.
It's high time we fixed our uniforms. Some of our people are starting to look pretty red.
Around 3 days passed, and
So,
still kept
Sam
it.
ends his speech, and then Duke asks, "Where's my drink?"
Exactly. And this is why I've been waiting for a chance like this for ages. And now everything seems to be coming together. It's the government. Don't you understand?
We are